Okay, hello, my name is Chang Guo, and this is me interviewing Mr. Tabor about, because since he is a survivor of kidney cancer. So, first question, Mr. Tabor. How did you first get this cancer, or was it from unknown causes?
It was from unknown causes. Most cancers are from unknown causes.
Yes, I agree with you, Mr. Tabor. That's true. Most cancers, most people don't even know until like it's in the later stages, because in the early stages, people don't even know they have it because nothing could cause it to occur. So I completely understand. Okay, second question. What could you have done to have prevented this cancer from happening? Or is it hereditary and you couldn't avoid it?
There's nothing to do to avoid it.
Nothing, no prevention methods? Like, I've heard that some kidney cancer people are either like having some conditions such as being overweight or smoking can actually contribute to higher risk of kidney cancer.
Well, I've never smoked, and most of my life I've not been overweight.
Okay, well that's good to hear. Now, third question. How much did you know about this cancer before you got it?
Actually, I have a good friend who was diagnosed with kidney cancer about 2 years before me. So,
Oh, wow.
by knowing him, I knew quite a bit about it.
Wow, that's very interesting. So, how much did you know about this cancer after you got it?
A lot.
Yes, yeah, you probably researched about it. Otherwise, you might have not figured it out. might have not been in time. So, what are some of the most prominent symptoms of this cancer?
I didn't have any symptoms at all.
Really?
Normally by the time you have symptoms with kidney
Yeah,
cancer,
it's usually in the later stages.
progress to
Yes.
stage 4. And
Yeah, I know. I did research on like kidney cancer stages. Like stage 4 is when it goes just out of your kidney and goes to like your lymph nodes and your other organs and stuff. So that's a pretty bad stage. That's pretty serious. That's not very good. So, next question. How has this cancer affected your life, either in a good or a bad way?
Well, during the time before the surgery, it affected me in that I was
In extreme pain?
nervous about the unknown, because there was about a 4-month period from the time I was first diagnosed until the time I actually had the surgery.
Yeah.
And
That's probably how most cancers are like.
And then, unfortunately, I got a bad infection when I was in the hospital.
Oh,
so
that's not good. That probably
was a
slowed it down.
complication.
Okay, so Mr. Tabor, let's go back to that question about the symptoms. Okay, so after you got the stage 4 symptoms, what were the symptoms when you finally figured it out?
It was actually an accident. I had severe abdominal pains late one evening.
Yeah, I understand. I actually read about that.
I went to one of these after-hour emergency med clinics. They took an X-ray and saw something that they didn't like. They sent me to the hospital to have a CAT scan, and at 2 o'clock in the morning,
You figured it out.
the ER doctor came in and said, "You have kidney cancer."
Well, that must have been a big surprise for you, huh?
It was.
Like, what did you think they were going to say? What was going through your brain at that moment?
Not that I had kidney cancer, that's for sure.
What, you just thought you had a bad burrito?
Exactly.
Okay, next question. Are you afraid of a relapse of this cancer, or is this cancer gone from your system forever? Like, did the doctors clear out every single part of it, so you're never gonna get it again, or?
Well, they get every single part of it, but you never know.
Yeah, I know, because cancers can lie dormant in your systems for years without you noticing, until finally, like, something like stress or extreme nervousness or maybe another infection can actually cause it to relapse. So, well, I guess you feel kind of nervous about that, but I'm pretty sure that since it probably hasn't relapsed in a while, huh?
It's been 2.5 years, and I have a CAT scan and a chest X-ray every 6 months.
Wow, that's good to know. That means you can get it when it's early, so it won't harm you that much. So, do you know if the cause of this cancer are environmental, or know any other ways people can get this cancer?
I'm not aware of any environmental
You aren't?
circumstances that cause it.
Well, I've actually researched on it. Some environmental causes are like heavy metals like lead and mercury that can be in the soil or in the air, or in very small concentration in the air. That can actually cause it sometimes. like if you eat like plants that are in this contaminated soil, you can actually get this because it causes like infections in your body that will make you more prone to diseases like cancer. I won't consider cancer a disease. It's like the most severe disease, but all right. So, and do you know any other ways people can get this cancer? Besides like your way, you don't know any way people can get this cancer.
No, cancer's not like a cold. You don't just get it by being.
Well, I'm pretty sure there's like some like, if there's no like real way to get it, isn't there ways to prevent it from happening?
Not really.
No way?
Not really.
Like, well, there is no way to really prevent it, but there is a way to lower your chances of getting it, definitely, right? So, next question. Are a specific group of people more prone to this cancer or not?
No.
Well, that's interesting because when I researched on it, okay, so from this site, the American Cancer Organization saw that in 2011, 64,000 people got kidney cancer in the U.S. And out of that, 42,000 were male and 21,000 were female, meaning that males have a twice as likely chance of getting it than females. And also, another interesting fact, which might shock you a bit, is that you have a 1.6% of getting kidney cancer in your lifetime. Isn't that interesting?
That's pretty.
So that means
Pretty low odds. So.
But another thing is that kidney cancer is one of the top 10 most common cancers. So, top 10 most common. That's another thing to know. Well, be glad that about 100 million other people got kidney cancer. So you aren't alone, Mr. Tabor.
100 million.
So let's see. There's 7 billion people in this world. 1.6 have kidney cancer. So that means about 100 million have it. So you shouldn't feel alone.
Okay.
That's good to know. So, what have you learned or gained by having this cancer?
Well, I only have one kidney now.
Okay.
So I have to be careful what type of medications I take.
Yeah, because
a lot
unless
of medications are hard on your kidneys.
Yeah, otherwise, if that kidney goes off, you're gonna have to be on dialysis, and that's not good, definitely. So you've learned that you have to be more careful. You have to change your. You have to be careful around what you do now, huh?
Well, I have to watch primarily medications over the counter.
Making sure that it won't harm you. So, did you have your lifestyle change as a result of getting this cancer in any way?
Not really.
Well, you did say that you have to be more careful about what medication you take, otherwise you're gonna,
Well, yeah, medications, but I mean.
But it's not like you can't like run or play or exercise anymore.
There's nothing.
So nothing
from
physical.
A physical standpoint.
But from mental, how about from mental then? Are you always like nervous or something? Are you always?
No.
You're not nervous at all. You're leading a completely happy, normal lifestyle of a person that has never even got kidney cancer, huh?
Right now, I am.
Well, that is very good news to hear, Mr. Tabor. I'm glad you have that. So, how does having this cancer make you feel? Did it ever feel like the physical and emotional pain was just really bad, and you just felt really too much to bear? Has that ever happened?
Not really.
Yeah.
It's one of those things that if I'd had lung cancer and I'd been a smoker all my life, then I'd blame myself.
Yeah.
But I didn't do anything,
So,
not do anything to get this, so just luck of the draw.
Yeah, you're just one of the unlucky 1.6% of the world population. Just know you still aren't alone, Mr. Tabor. Okay. Lastly, how does this cancer recovery make you feel?
Well, I feel good right now.
Yeah.
You're actually not considered, I'm sure your research, you know this, you're actually not considered a survivor until you live for 5 years
afterwards.
That's right. So I'm just about exactly at the halfway point.
Okay,
so 2.5
hopefully
years.
It doesn't like relapse or anything.
So do you know what the survival rate is for this type of cancer?
Actually, yes. I've actually researched that. So 64 out of the 64,000 people that I told you about earlier, about 13,000 die, 8,000 men and 3,800 women. So yes, half of the men. So let's see. Out of the 42,000 men that get it, 8,000 of them die. So that's about a 83% survival rate. So that's pretty good to hear, huh?
Yeah.
Makes you feel good.
It's actually
unlike
68%.
Really?
Yeah.
Now it is? Oh, well.
And
maybe it's just different this year.
Well, it depends on the stage.
Stage. Oh yes, like if it's stage 4,
yeah,
it's gonna be
stage 4
serious.
usually 6 months is the max.
Stage 4 is pretty serious, but the stage 1, 2, and 3 are pretty good. Not too bad because you can easily prevent it, easily get rid of it, huh? So you probably feel great to be living a healthy and productive lifestyle now, right?
That is true.
Yeah. Obviously, you are very surprised that you got it, and you have no memory at all how you could have ever possibly got it. It wouldn't be any different if you just surprised yourself and found you had like liver cancer or something, because nothing you did could have caused anything like that, right?
That is correct.
You're just so shocked. It was like shocking. So, now, Mr. Tabor, thank you for your time in this interview. I hope you have a great day.
Thank you.
All right.